If you wish to live a happy life, it is essential to practice forgiveness. It's not easy to forgive others, for this is a spiritually enlightened state of mind. Forgiving others is not an easy thing. People who are educated and trained at work often develop a tendency to judge others. They tend to see shortcomings of others and are harsh on them. But it's very important to learn religious truths and realize that forgiveness has great effect on your life. Otherwise, you cannot change yourself. Most of the time, the reason why your relationships are strained and you are unhappy is because you hate someone. You are still bitter and angry at someone. You see others as the cause of your unhappiness. This is the most common reason. In a way, you are partly right, but the other party will probably say the same thing of you. For instance, your son is tragically struck and killed by a truck. It's a tragedy. You will be mad with rage. You might want the driver to go to jail for the rest of his life without payroll, or maybe even receive a death sentence. But that resentment will never bring you any sort of happiness. You are wishing ill on the other person and wishing him to die as your son did. As regrettable as losing your son was, now you are allowing the darkness to consume you. If you consider the accident calmly, the driver of the truck may be a young man who works long hours with little sleep, driving all the way to Kyushu and back. Since he is working under strenuous conditions, accidents like this can occur. It may not be entirely his fault. He probably has a family as well, parents, wife, child, siblings. They may not be very well off, but their circumstances won't cross your mind at all. Hatred is all you will be able to think of. It's difficult to stop resenting someone who has done you wrong, but still, you must learn how to forgive. You need to say to yourself, I'll stop blaming him. This won't make me happy. He also suffered a lot. You need to make up your mind at some point to forgive him. If anyone here resents someone or holds a grudge against someone, please try to forgive others and keep trying to forgive them. Someone will have attacked you, insulted you, embarrassed you, teased you, and slandered your name at some point in your life. But remembering those forevermore will not bring you happiness. That is why it is best to not bring it up. Forgetting about them is better. What is even better is to remember the good things those same people have done instead. If you find yourselves judging, resenting, or being angry at people you see as hurting you, you need to overcome those emotions. Forgiveness is not an abstract concept. It is not just a word. It is essential to your happiness. If you cannot do this, you will never be able to live in happiness in this world that you share with so many others. I am sure there will be people in your life who do not behave the way you want them to, and aspects of your past that didn't go the way you wish it would have. But through the act of forgiveness, you will be able to let go of these and attain peace. By forgiving people, you will sleep much better at night. The air will taste fresher, the sun will feel warmer, and you will understand people's kind hearts for the first time in your life. Those who hate others are really afraid of people and cannot enjoy such blessings. They only think of themselves. As I have said before, if we change our attitude, even the past will look differently. If you are happy right now, then every person you met in your life is one who appeared before you to make you happy. They include the boss who scolded you, the company president who fired you, or the woman who left you. If you are happy right now, then that is what they were there for. They were your guideposts to happiness. They were whetstones to your soul, and they were giving you advice on how to live as a human being. They had all been playing the evil villain in order to help you enter the road to happiness. That is why you must let go of any superficial grudges. If you are happy right now, then that will affect everything else in your life. You might say that you are unhappy because you are poor, but even being poor and living in a tiny room as a young married couple, if you were happy despite your lack of wealth, your story of poverty would be heartwarming and romantic. Please know that forgiveness has great effect on your life. And it is also a form of love that contains religious power.